On October 18th, 2019, a group of 15 business people, government officials, and health experts gathered around a table in New York to plan out the global response to a worldwide outbreak of a never-before-seen, completely fictional coronavirus. It was a training exercise with disturbing similarities, in retrospect, to the 2009 coronavirus, the Chinese virus which has swiftly gone global this month. 3.5 hours later, the group finished the simulated exercise, and despite their best efforts, they couldn't prevent the hypothetical coronavirus from killing 65 million people. This fictional coronavirus at the center of Event 2020, a collaboration between the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, the World Economic Forum, and the Bill Gates Foundation, was called CAPS, and it started with pigs in Brazil before spreading to farmers, not unlike how the 2009 coronavirus reportedly began with animals before spreading to people.
It began in healthy-looking pigs, months, perhaps years ago. A new coronavirus spread silently within herds. Gradually, farmers started getting sick. Infected people got a respiratory illness with symptoms ranging from mild flu-like signs to severe pneumonia. The sickest required intensive care. Many died. Experts agree, unless it is quickly controlled, it could lead to a severe pandemic, an outbreak that circles the globe and affects people everywhere.
In the simulation, CAPS infected people all across the globe within 6 months, and by the end of the 18th month mark, it had killed 65 million people and triggered a global finance crisis. The people involved in Event 2020 included health experts from the United Nations and the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, as well as several leading academics and representatives from private companies. In other words, they are the same types of people who would likely plan the world's response to a real-life coronavirus pandemic. That's what made the event's devastating outcome particularly troubling. But according to Event 2020's organizers, the purpose of the simulation wasn't to stir up fear. Instead, they hoped it would serve as a learning experience, highlighting both the potential impact of a pandemic as well as the current gaps in our preparation for one. On its own, this event might seem benign, irrelevant, something of passing interest, but fundamentally not important. However, if you've been paying attention to the Bill Gates Foundation, and in particular its focus on vaccines, you're starting to notice a pattern. The fact of the matter is, for the last 10 to 15 years, there has been a ginormous astroturf campaign to push vaccines on the general population. Whether it be a million smug Reddit posts, or any number of tweets from the blue checkmarks. The fact of the matter is, there's been a coordinated effort to prepare the population for the idea of mandatory mass vaccines. Now, I'm not going to make any argument against vaccines. The fact of the matter is, of course, polio needed to be wiped out. Of course, there will be diseases that some vaccines are necessary for. However, what happens when a certain group of people get it in their heads that they can put whatever sort of chemicals they want into your body under the disguise of a crisis? All I want you to do is just ask yourself that question. What sort of power would that give that small group of people over large swathes of the general population? And just see if you notice anything.